I think what I'm going to have you guys do is make some front legs.
We need to be on our best behavior, okay?
I would have the best of intentions.
But we get to do it?
That is it's metal chair. You're right.
I really need a new chair.
What?
My back hurts, man.
Back hurts.
Yeah, sitting in this thing all day? Kind of tough.
What?
It's metal chair.
You're right.
There's a little bit of padding, but I think I've worn it out.
I mean, it was good enough for our ancestors.
Yeah, they were stronger people than we are.
Yeah. Well, hey, Sarah.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
I have an idea.
What's up?
Obviously, marketing, but kind of new to the hardware industry.
Yeah.
And I know that we have certain companies, certain small businesses in the area that patronize us, that come in and they buy from us in large volume.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see the rest of that purchase through. Like, how are people who are buying things like paint from us in large quantities, how are they using that to better to do their jobs?
They're probably painting.
So I'm kind of curious about, I've
You just see like the lifeline of the product.
yeah. It's like I think I have a fairly decent grasp on what things happen under our umbrella,
Uh-huh.
but I'd like to kind of go see it through to the end.
Did you have anybody in mind, or?
I think you know who is the obvious first choice.
All right, guys, hold on a second. We just need to make sure, the Alexander brothers, they know what they're doing. They're skilled craftspeople. We need to be on our best behavior, okay? Just want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, no, I have way, way, way too much respect for artisans and their craft to minimize it with dopey behavior. Don't worry.
Okay, all right, right.
I'm always behaving. Let's go.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we're here at the Alexander Brothers. They're another local business here in Timberville area. Shea, Drew, Joe, and Gabe. We've gotten to know them over the years through the store. They come in and support us really well. And then we've also sold their goods through our store as well. And also they're just great guys. They're very supportive of the community and friends of ours personally. So we're really excited to come and see what Shea has to show us today up in his woodworking shop here.
Hey,
Hey,
thanks
Shea.
for coming out.
Hey, Shea.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Welcome, welcome.
Appreciate it.
Get out of the cold.
It's very nice in here.
Well, we try to keep it cozy.
Really nice shop.
Yeah, I've never been here. This is awesome.
Cool. Well, welcome for the first time.
Is this all lumber and materials that you have sourced? And
Yep. Yeah. So this
Built?
building actually, all of it from cutting the trees down to building was all us.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't realize that.
cooler.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you lumbered everything yourself.
Lumbered.
It is.
That's
It
the
is a.
technical term.
It is a verb. Yeah.
And then there's something upstairs as well besides your wood shop, right?
Yeah. So my brother has a leather studio upstairs where we do like the leather belts and all that good stuff.
You mean like this leather belt?
Yes, like
This-
that leather belt.
This leather belt, and then yes, I have my keychain and then my wallet out in the car too.
So you guys are here for a little bit of a tour, maybe poke around the shop in the lumberyard?
Yeah.
Yeah. We just kind of see your day to day, what you do. Yeah.
Well,
Can I try all your machines?
I don't know about all of them. So this is an example of what we would consider a post and rung chair. So the rear legs are posts,
Okay.
and front legs are posts, and then everything's connected horizontally with rungs. And so post and rung chairs all have woven seats, as
Right.
compared to Windsor style chairs that have like a carved wooden seat.
So did your brother make the nails?
These aren't nails. This is actually wood
Oh,
pegs.
really? Okay, so I was going to ask if those were
That's
wood
what I
pegs.
was
It
wondering,
it was
too.
hard to
These
are
tell because
beautiful.
they were kind of faceted.
Yeah, so all of these slats get pegged with a square peg and then carved into a pyramid.
Wow.
And then this is a wooden pin that pins through the arm down into the front leg.
Wow.
And then you took some classes on weaving chair bottoms, correct?
Yeah, so this seat is woven out of hickory bark from a hickory tree. So in the springtime, when the tree puts on its fresh growth ring, if you will, the sap is running between the bark and the tree wood, if you will, and that separates. So the bark will actually separate off the tree. So in the springtime, when that sap is running, you can actually strip the bark off the tree
That's wild.
and then shave it down into this material to weave a seat with.
Oh my gosh.
How many hours do you put into?
A chair like this, I have somewhere around 40 hours in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And someone like me would be 40 years. And something.
I would have the best of intentions.
Yeah, so a lot of my stuff, I do what I call my critter pieces, which have little critters carved on them.
You're a young man, but you have the skills of an old man. How did you acquire this level of skills?
Lots and lots of practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so repetition over and over. You can't
When
buy...
did you start, though, with woodwork?
Woodworking, my dad put me on a shave horse a lot like this when I was 2.
When you were 2?
Yes.
Wow.
So I started pretty young and never really quit. I really got really serious about it in middle school.
Oh, wow.
And never really slowed down. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so chairs like this, I've had mentors along the way, you know, and there's lots of people that have championed that work ahead of me that have made resources available. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but you can't buy tools. Fancy tools don't make you better.
Right.
Fancy materials
Oh,
don't
yeah.
make you any better. It's just hours and hours and hours of doing the
Practice.
work.
Yeah.
Doing the work.
Yeah. I've seen lots of pictures of your chairs and your furniture, but seeing it up close is amazing.
It's completely different.
It's completely
Yeah.
different.
So we saw the rocker. This is a post and rung chair as well, but this is the beginnings of a side chair. So like just a dining chair, and this one only gets 2 slats, right? So it's going to have one here and one here,
Oh, cool.
right? These rungs are just temporary, kind of holding them in place while I measure things. And then these are rear legs, just like the rear legs of the rocker, right? They just, instead of a cyma curve or an S curve, they're just a single curve.
And they're steam bent as well.
They're steam
The
bent as
way where the bend is, and with that, it looks almost like it's wrinkling like
yeah,
that.
this leg actually does have a little bit of a wrinkle in it. There was like a knot right there, and so
Okay.
when I steam bent it, it wrinkled a
I
little
think
bit.
it looks really cool. Like, I love that the character that comes out of using real wood as opposed to,
Thermofoil and sawdust.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
So the next step, I got to fit the slats, but I think what I'm going to have you guys do is make some front legs.
Wait, we get to do it?
Yeah. You didn't come here to sit around on your bums.
Oh, no, I didn't.